Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Before we get into our picks for today and some of the other things I want to talk about, you might have noticed I changed the name of my channel. Still the same everything, same format. I just wanted it to be more localized, I guess. Have a more Baltimore name. Now, you might know that Steeler fans call the Ravens Ratbirds because the new name is Ratbird Roost. I think we should all embrace it. I think it's, gritty, ugly, but that's what the Ravens are. They get gritty, ugly wins. They play tough defense, and they come and they punch you in the mouth. That's honestly what I think Ravens fans should embrace. Maybe the Steelers should find some new slang to call, the Ravens. I think, the Ratbirds sounds pretty tough. I think we should, like I said, just embrace it. Ratbird Roost will be the name of this channel going forward. If you're new, be sure to subscribe. It'll be the first subscriber for Ratbird Roost. That'd be pretty awesome. We're going to start with picks for the week. I'm going to kind of quick pick these because there's some other things I want to talk about. I like doing picks on Thursday because, we got Thursday Night Football tonight. So we're going to start with the Bucks and Bills. I'm going to go Bills in that one. We got Rams, Cowboys, going Cowboys. Vikings, Packers. I don't know why the Vikings are the 1-point underdog in this game. We're going Vikings all the way. Falcons, Titans. I expect this to be a very ugly game. I somehow think the Titans are going to come out on top of this one. I'm going Titans. Next we have the Saints and Colts. Going Colts in that one. They should have won last week. They got screwed by the refs against Cleveland. Patriots, Dolphins. We got the Dolphins. Jets, Giants. We're going with that Jets defense. Jaguars, Steelers. We're going with the Jaguars in that one all the way. I think Trevor Lawrence gets the job done in Pittsburgh. Philadelphia and Washington. Washington just lost 14-7 to the Giants. We're going Philadelphia. Houston and Carolina. We're battle of the number 1 versus number 2 overall pick. We're going with the number 2 guy. We're going C.J. Stroud, the guy who should have been the number 1 overall pick. We're going Houston. Cleveland at Seattle. I know Seattle is wearing those beautiful throwback uniforms this week. Got to go with Seattle. Cleveland's not winning 3 games in a row. Kansas City at Denver. Denver sometimes recently has played them closer than they should have, but Kansas City has beaten them like something crazy, like 15 times in a row. I'm going with Kansas City in this one. You almost have to. And we got the Ravens and Cardinals. 4 o'clock slot, out west this week. Got to go with the Ravens. They just beat the Lions 38-6. I'm going Ravens big. Cincinnati at San Francisco. Brock Purdy's not playing. Sam Darnold is. They said Sam Darnold fits into the system really well preseason when he got, picked up by the 49ers. I think the 49ers are the better team in every position except for quarterback this week. But I don't think that'll matter. I mean, if they play the correct game, I'm taking San Francisco in this one. We got the Bears at Chargers. Tyson Bagent had a really awesome story last week getting a win in his first ever career start. Is he going to be able to win 2 in a row, and is he going to be able to beat Justin Herbert? I don't think so. I don't think the Chargers are that good, but the Bears are bad. So I think the Chargers should get a win at home. Then we got the Raiders at Lions. The Raiders showed their true colors last week against the Bears, and the Lions are due for a big rebound after their loss to the Ravens. So I'm going Lions on Monday Night Football. Now, the reason I quick picked these is because there's some other things I want to talk about. First off, the Ravens are linked to Derrick Henry in trade talks. Now, the Ravens don't necessarily need him. I mean, they've had Gus Edwards playing such good football here lately. And, he's been a part of the team for a long time. But could you really pass up the opportunity to get a guy like Derrick Henry? He is 30 years old, but I honestly feel like getting Derrick Henry could be huge for the Ravens. I mean, just imagine Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry on 3rd and short. Imagine them, what they could do with Derrick Henry on this team. Those guys winning a Super Bowl together, it would be pretty poetic. So, I mean, I feel like, getting Derrick Henry would be huge. I saw Ndamukong Suh talking on a podcast or something like that, saying he's been talking with the Ravens. He's liking what he's seeing. He wants to come there in maybe a couple weeks in November. come on, man. Come on to Baltimore. That'd be awesome. Just having that depth on the defensive line. I mean, he's 37 at this point. That's what he would be, is depth. I mean, he's not starting over guys like Matabike or whatever, but I like it. As much, injuries can happen. Just anything. Having that extra weight out there on a big play would be huge. Now, if the Ravens do sign him to, vet minimum 1-year deal, and they do trade for Derrick Henry, they'd have to do a little restructuring to Mark Andrews, I feel like, and Ronnie Stanley, is what I've been seeing. I feel like, if they could give Mark Andrews a contract extension, restructure Ronnie Stanley a little bit, all of a sudden they'd be able to not only afford Derrick Henry, but they'd be able to afford one of these top-line pass rushers. Now, everybody wants Danielle Hunter, right? I feel like any Ravens fan would be in agreement. Like, yes, let's get him. But I don't know if the Vikings are going to trade him or not, especially if they throw themselves back in the playoff race with a win this week. They'd be 4-4. Maybe their players would be off of the table. I don't know. I don't foresee the Ravens getting him in a trade. I'd love it if they did, and I want them to, but I don't foresee it. I think a more realistic option is either Chase Young from Washington. I think that'd be huge. I'd get to stay in, Maryland area. Come up to the better part of Maryland. Leave that shithole in D.C. Landover, wherever the hell they play currently. And, get to wear purple instead of whatever dog shit uniforms they're wearing. They're a horrible team. You get to come play with the good team in Maryland. That'd be awesome. I mean, he's a threat, but he's kind of injury prone. I don't know. I mean, I would personally rather have Brian Burns from the Panthers. I mean, I feel like he'd be huge impact on the Ravens pass rush. Cheaper option also on the Panthers is, reuniting with Justin Houston. He signed that deal with the Panthers this offseason, but they're 0-6. I mean, dude's 34. He wants a ring. So I feel like getting Justin Houston back, I mean, he's still playing pretty good ball. And putting him back somewhere where he's familiar, I mean, that might be the best bet for the Ravens, honestly. If they trade for Derrick Henry, they could go cheap and get Justin Houston and Ndamukong Suh. And yeah, those guys are 30, 34, and 37. But the Ravens make the most out of guys in that area of their career. The twilight time, I mean, for every one that doesn't work out, I feel like they have at least 2 that do. So if, say, Ndamukong Suh didn't work out and he was just there, he's just a warm body, I feel like getting Justin Houston and bringing in Derrick Henry, I mean, I feel like those guys would both pan out for the Ravens. So, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of questions here currently. I want to know what you think in the comments. What do you think would be the best option for the Ravens? One of these guys, a combination of the two, maybe 2 defensive players, no Derrick Henry. I want to know what you think. Now, me personally, I don't think the Ravens need Derrick Henry. I don't think he's a necessity, but getting him makes them a better team for sure. I mean, he's one of the best running backs of this generation. I feel like they need some help in the pass rush. I would really like to see him pick up another corner just because, NFL is an arms race now. I feel like every team throws the ball and they throw the ball a lot. I mean, think about playing the Chiefs in the playoffs. Think about playing the Dolphins in the playoffs. You want corners. And getting pressure is great, but the Ravens already generate a lot of pressure. I mean, they're tied for the league lead in sacks. I feel like maybe they'd be better suited getting some help in the secondary. I mean, the Eagles just snatched up Kevin Byard from the Titans, so it seems like the Titans are willing to sell. I mean, I would have loved to see Kevin Byard come to the Ravens. The Ravens are pretty set at safety, but I'd like to see him get another corner, personally. Like, I want to see them go out and get someone maybe like Pat Surtain from the Broncos. I'm sure there's options throughout the league. There's some solid starting caliber corners on some of these teams that are selling. So, I don't know. I mean, I trust in Eric DeCosta implicitly. I feel like he will get the job done no matter what. I mean, he brought in Roquan last year. He brought in Marcus Peters. He went and got Yannick Ngakoue a couple years ago. I mean, the guy's going to make a move, and he's going to make the team better. That's what he does. So, I have faith in DeCosta, but I do want to know what you all think. I want to know who you want, who you don't want, and just let me know in the comments. That's all I really have for today. I know the picks were a lot quicker this week. Didn't really go into detail on any of these games. But let me look back. Yeah, last week I was 5-8 in my picks, which is just god awful. So I maybe change my strategy this week and quick pick them, and hopefully, do a little better. I know some of them are upsets, and I know, some people will probably be picking the Bengals over the 49ers, and maybe see some people picking the Packers over the Vikings and taking like the favored team, but I don't know. Maybe Saints over Colts. You might see some people take. But I like where I'm sitting right now. I like my picks for this week, and I think I'm going to have a big rebound week. So we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching this video today. I appreciate all my new subscribers here recently. You all are awesome. Got a couple of them the past couple days. That last video about the Ravens and Lions got a lot of views, got a lot of subs off of it. So I appreciate you all. That's really cool to see. And yeah, if you're new, share this video. Share it to some of your Raven fan friends. And let's get the discussion going on Ratbird Roost. Peace out. Have a great day.